WWE has decided not to let Luke Harper leave the company. In fact, they're going to extend his contract for 6 more months. Woo! What's up, everybody? TonyPizzaGuy here, back again with another video. If you're new over here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button if you enjoy this. And let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. There's a lot going on today. That we kicked it off with Luke Harper not getting out, but we have to talk about the quarterlies for WWE's Q1 for the year and their earnings report. We have to talk about Luke Harper. Plus, we're going to talk about WWE not wanting to look like the bad guys here. WWE's on a weird kick here. It's a weird vibe that we got going on here. So first off, we'll talk about the quarterlies and where the company is at. If you're not familiar, WWE does a earnings report. So they have Q1, 2, 3, and 4. This is Q1 that will lead us into, I think it's WrestleMania is when this cuts off. So what's happening here is that their revenue is $182.4 million compared to $187.7 in the prior year quarter. So they're actually down. They're actually having a $6.8 million loss compared to an income of $21.8 in the prior year quarter. So that's pretty interesting. There's not a lot that you can really take out of this. Again, business is down. Network subscriptions were up 2%. That gets us over, I think it's over 2 million subscribers now at WrestleMania time, which is good for them. Their subscriptions go up, but that's what's happening. Other factor to come out of this is that live attendance is down, and then television ratings were down as well. So this is something that I've always wondered. Is this supposed to be a spike going into WrestleMania? You would definitely think so, but I guess not. I guess that's not what's going on. If you're looking at deals that were made last year, maybe the Saudi Arabia deal was made last year and they got paid on that. So that's why the revenue might have been up the way that it was. But they're looking at this first year, 2019, they're taking a loss and it doesn't look good for them. Now, moving on, they've actually decided that they are going to figure out why these live attendance are down, the live events attendance, why the ratings are down, and they want to make sure that they're not looked at as the bad guys in the WWE, and they're going to listen to their audience. Now, we know how WWE is. Listen to the audience, right? To some extent. The Wrestling Observer reports that within reason, they're going to be listening to their audience. They're not going to be listening to that Saudi Arabia deal because they want to do what they want to do with that. That's going to generate a lot of revenue, but that's what they want to do. So they've been looking at focus groups and trying to make things a little bit better in the WWE. One of the other reasons why, now a lot of people have said this, that they shifted around Andrade, Charlotte Flair, Aleister Black, and Zelina Vega. And the reason they shifted them around was a lot of people are thinking, oh, it's because they're dating in couples. Yeah, that's part of the reason. The other part is that Fox wanted them to go over there and have that demographic. But big coming out now is that the major reason is they don't want to look like the bad guy and they want to keep couples happy in the WWE. So they're making sure that Andrade and Charlotte are together and that Zelina Vega and Black are together. If you're not familiar, Charlotte and Andrade are a couple and Black and Vega are married. So they want to keep those couples happy and again, not look like the bad guys here in the WWE. But on the flip side, Luke Harper went on social media, he went on Twitter and he said, you know what? I don't want to be a WWE superstar anymore. In fact, when I was injured, they didn't even realize that I was healthy. I had an injury. I was healthy. They didn't even know that I was ready to compete again. That's how the company worked. And he was pretty upset. So he actually requested his release, made a big statement on Twitter saying, I'm done with the company. I want out. This is what I want. It comes back that WWE, from the Wrestling Observer News report, WWE is coming out and saying, we are not going to grant you your release. In fact, we're going to freeze your contract and add 6 more months to it because of the time of your injury. What? They're adding 6 months onto his contract because of his injury. And this is a big thing for WWE to add that on because they don't always do that. We've seen it with Neville, right? Neville asked for his release for so long. They didn't grant it. He had to sit his contract out. But I don't think I've ever seen where they've added time onto somebody's contract because of the way they are. This is such ass-backward thinking, and I don't like it. I understand what Vince McMahon is doing, and it's probably one of those, those chutzpah things where he's like, I'm going to make a statement. I'm going to make an example out of Luke Harper. Luke Harper talked about leaving the company. He's upset. You don't talk bad about us on social media. You're going to stay around here until your contract's like, in fact, we're going to extend your contract. And some people are saying, oh, well, they're independent contractors. How can they do this? Well, when you sign with the WWE, you know that you're giving up all your name rights to your character. You're giving up all your personal rights, all your time off. You don't get any of that. And in fact, you are independent contractors, but this is a contract that you sign where basically you do what they say. Don't like it, they can fire you. You want to quit? Well, we don't have to let you out of your contract. That's the way that things work around there. That's how it works. They're allowed to do that because that's the contract that you signed. And again, you're trying to get to the WWE. So you're not going to say, no, I want you to change this and change that. Maybe if you got big power, like if you're a main eventer, maybe you can go over here and go, okay, you know what? I want this in my contract. Give me this. I don't like this. I don't like that. Change this, make that. Maybe you can make that happen. Like a John Cena, Randy Orton, those guys could get some pull here. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Maybe a big other name from, top independent guy. But right now it looks like you're stuck when you sign the dotted line in the WWE. There it is. Another big thing here is that WWE doesn't want people to leave and go to AEW as much as WWE, and people want to think that AEW is not competition. Even AEW themselves have said they are not competition. All Elite Wrestling is not trying to compete with WWE. They're just trying to do their own thing, which I commend them on. Don't try and be WWE light because that never works. Look, Impact tried it a couple times. It didn't work out very well for them. So as much as they want to say they're not competition, WWE wants to say AEW is not competition. It just comes off as being scared here, and it comes off as being threatened. I feel that WWE is literally threatened by AEW. Luke Harper is a guy who I believe is a mid to top tier guy if used properly. He's a great worker. He's got a great character. There's a lot that could be done with him. I really do like him, and I think he could have a great singles run in the WWE if they ever wanted to do something with him, or if he left the WWE, went to AEW, do the independents, whatever. But now, WWE's like, you're not out. You're in for 6 more months. This is just a stab right there because literally they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to do that. They could have given him one of those things that they gave Dean Ambrose. And this Dean Ambrose send-off, the final Shield run, I believe goes to that point that we were talking about a little bit earlier about WWE does not want to look like the bad guys, right? Usually when people leave the company, you hear bad things about them, WWE kind of pushes them away, and that's it. Now they gave Dean Ambrose that nice send-off, made it look good in the press of everybody. Oh, they did a special event just for Dean Ambrose. He's such a great guy. And that's just WWE trying to spin it to a positive light and give fans kind of their closure on the Dean Ambrose character in the WWE and kind of just put it a little bit nicely here with the whole WWE. So we're at a weird point here where like WWE does one thing over here where they're like, yeah, we really are good. And then they'll do another thing over here and they're like, you're not so good. You're kind of awful. And it's kind of like this weird mesh here where like, yeah, but no, but does it even out? I don't know. Do the scales of justice actually pay off? I don't know. That's for you guys to decide. So I'm going to open it up now to a discussion here and let me know what you guys' thoughts are. There's a lot I could go into, but this is just a very weird time for the WWE. Their attendance is down. Their live event attendance is down, which if you're a casual person and you don't understand what live attendance does, live event attendance really does, that's where they sell a ton of merchandise. They do a lot of storyline testing, and they have a lot of interesting things going on. They make a lot of money at live events. They run sometimes two at a time. They have a Raw and a SmackDown at the same time. Sometimes they'll run a SmackDown show during a Raw and a Raw show during a Smack. It's very weird that they would do that, but they have done that in the past. So live events are where they sell a lot of t-shirts. They make a lot of money on merchandising, and they basically have like a skeleton crew that goes out there, runs those live events. They're good to go. Boom. That's how they do it. That's where they make a lot of money. So I think they need to figure out where their live attendance is down, why their TV ratings are down, especially when they're moving to Fox, right? Because if Fox has some sort of metric, right? A metric, a goal that they want WWE to meet. If WWE can't meet this metric, it's going to look bad for WWE moving over to Fox. And I don't know if Fox is going to be the ones to dump them. I don't know what other television programs and other ratings they're getting on Fox. I don't pay attention to this stuff. You know, I know that Family Guy and Simpsons are big shows on there. I don't know if those are still big ratings grabs, but I'm assuming those are kind of the similar ratings that they want. I think NFL is on Fox sometimes. So it's got to be one of those, you know, NFL always does good ratings, but it's weird. It's a very weird time. So I don't know what this is going to lead to. I don't know what's going to happen in the WWE, but we're going to open it to you guys to talk in the comment section below. So let me know what you guys think of all of this. Do you think that WWE is doing the right thing here, or they're also doing terrible things? I don't know. Not letting Luke Harper out of his contract. It's not something they haven't done in the past, but it does come off as kind of crappy. Anyway, guys, that's where we're going to end it today's video. If you guys enjoy this, again, smash the like button, hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, I'm TonyPizzaGuy. We will see you